Yo, what's up guys? So the new zombie support is finally here. We've got a bunch of new cards to go ahead and check out. I guess they're called the Eld. It's supposed to be kind of like El Dorado, but anyways, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. But if you guys are excited about zombies and machines kind of coming back like back in the day, you'll drop a like on this video because I'm pretty hyped to see what the heck the new zombies do, because I think everyone's always been a fan of, at one point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zombies. Back in the Deep Sea Diva days, I miss those, back when Brio wasn't eroded. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out one of the first new cards called the Eldlich, the Golden Lord. So this is going to be a level 10 light zombie effect monster with 2500 attack and 2800 defense points. And it says you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. The first effect is to send this card and one spell and trap from your hand to the graveyard, then target one card in the field and send that card to the graveyard. And the second effect is, if this card is in the graveyard, you get to send one spell and trap you control to the graveyard to add this card to your hand. Then you get to special one zombie monster from your hand. Also, that monster gains 1000 attack and defense and cannot be destroyed by effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Okay, so it gets to bring out something, make something a little bit stronger. Okay, and it looks like it's all about, I guess, being able to utilize spell and trap, which there's probably a lot of support for. So let's go ahead and check that out before we sign out and say the card isn't as good as Orcus. Okay. Anyways, next up we got the Cursed El Dorado. Is this a play on words? Okay. Anyways, a continuous spell card that says you can only use this card's name second and third effects once per turn each. The first effect is you cannot attack with monsters except for zombie monsters, which that's fine if you're playing zombies, especially when you happen to have zombie world, right? Anyways, the second effect is that you can pay 800 life points to add one Eldlich monster or one golden spell / trap from your deck to your hand. The third effect is, if this card is sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you get to send one Eldlich monster or one golden land spell and trap from the deck to the graveyard. Well, that's really good. I mean, you already got basically a scout every single turn. I mean, there's kind of a downside, but Cleese kind of have that downside anyways. But a really good card, nonetheless. This isn't even that bad that you can't attack, because you just can still summon them. If it had that restriction, maybe it'd be a little bit worse. Anyways, next up though, we have the Eldlixir of the Black Awakening. So this is a normal spell card that says you can only use either this card's first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon one zombie monster in your hand or deck in defense position. If you do not control an Eldland monster, you can only special summon an Eldlich monster with this effect. For the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for zombie monsters. Dude, special summoning any zombie from the deck is so broken. Like, that instantly just makes, zombie Orcus now gonna be the, no, honestly, like, this is such an insane effect to just special summon. I mean, yeah, obviously you have to control an Eldlich, but like, at the end of the day, any zombie monster with no restrictions, it doesn't have like a huge restriction other than like you can't throw some monsters except for zombies. It doesn't say like you can't attack, with that monster. It doesn't matter. You can probably use it as link material anyways. And the second effect is you get to banish this card from your graveyard to set one golden land / spell trap directly from your deck to your field. Now, keep in mind, you can only use either this card's effect once per turn, only once that turn anyways, but that's still an insanely good effect to be able to recycle maybe some of the other cards in your deck. Next up, they also have a quick play. This is Eldlixir of the White Fate. This is a quick play spell card that says you can only use either of this card's name first or second effect once per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon one zombie monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. If you do not control an Eldlich monster, you can only special summon an Eldlich monster with this effect. For the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for zombie monsters. The second part of it says you can banish this card from your graveyard to set one golden land spell and trap directly from your field. Okay. Next up though, we have some more support. This is the Eldlixir of the Red Splatter. So this is a normal trap card that says you can only use either of this card's name first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon one zombie monster from your deck or graveyard in defense position. If you do not control the Eldlich monster, you can only special summon an Eldlich monster with this effect. For the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for zombie monsters. I feel like with all of these restrictions, it's still, at the end of the day, if it's all the same, it really isn't a downside because you just used all the cards anyways. And the second effect is you can banish this card from graveyard to set one golden land spell / trap directly from your deck to your field. I'm pretty sure like Dorado was like the city of gold or something, like it's supposed to be all gold. Anyways, this card, at first I thought, honestly, I thought we were gonna get more Nordic support when I saw this card. But anyways, this is Guardian of the Golden Land. So this is a continuous trap card. It says you can only use either of this card's name, first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon this card to your monster zone as a normal monster, zombie, light, level 8 with 800 attack and 2500 defense points. Is that a zombie sign material? Anyways, it's still treated as a trap card. Then if you control Eldlich, the Golden Lord, you can make one face-up monster's attack 0. Okay, that's really good. And then if it only also negated its effect, we'd have a really insanely good card. The second effect is during the end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard to set one Eldlixir spell / trap directly from your deck to your field. So all of them recycle and basically get you some advantage on top of already having like some effect already. So a lot of free pluses in this deck. But the real question is, how many negates can you set up with this deck? Let's be honest here. Anyways, next up we have Haquero of the Golden Land. I thought this was pretty cool for the artwork. You can see they're kind of turning into gold. I guess maybe that's their curse, like the golden zombies is what I think I'm going to call this video now. Anyways, this is a continuous trap card, and it says you can only use either this card's first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon this card to your monster zone as a normal monster, zombie, light, level 5, 1800 attack, 1500 defense points, and it's still treated as a trap card. Then if you control the Eldlich, the Golden Lord, you get to banish one card from either graveyard. The second effect is, during the end phase, you get to banish this card from your graveyard to set one Eldlixir spell / trap directly from your deck to your field. Again, it really just helps out getting those free extra cards. And you know what I find interesting with both of them is it doesn't specifically say that, well, I'm guessing this card is not an Eldlixir card, unless it's something with the translation over here. One of them is Golden Land. So one of them goes into like, the golden cards go into the Eldlixir, and then the Eldlixir go back into the Golden Land. So you basically have this idea of you kind of swap in between both of them. It's kind of like duality. If any of you guys play like the mirrors, it's kind of interesting. I like that. Anyways, we also got some other support here. Yeah, we already went over this one. Next one up is the Conquistador of the Golden Land. Here's the artwork. I'll zoom up on some of them if they're really cool looking, like this one over here. Anyways, this is a continuous trap card that says you can only use either of this card's name, first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect is to special summon this card to your monster zone as a normal monster, zombie, light, level 5, 500 attack, 1800 defense points. It's still treated as a trap card. Then if you control Eldlich, the Golden Lord, you can destroy one face-up card. The second effect is during the end phase, you get to banish this card from your graveyard to set one Eldlixir spell / trap directly from your deck to your hand. Okay, so I guess you could prohibition that Golden Lord and you'll be good to go, Kappa. Nah, not really. Okay, here's where I see the counter trap card. Now we're maybe looking at some really high tier stuff. So this is the ever glorious Golden Land. Here's the zoomed up artwork of it. And it's a counter trap card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. When a spell, trap, card, or monster effect is activated and you control an Eldlich monster, you can attribute one zombie monster and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So I guess at that point, yeah, they're all about having that specific monster. Unfortunately, you do still have to lose out on a monster. If there's any card that gets an effect when it's treated as zombie, someone let me know in the comment section below to like proc the effect, because it's been a while since I've seen like a lot of this newer zombie stuff. Next up, though, we have Dorado Adelantado, which is a normal trap card. Here's the zoomed up artwork. Whoops. The zoomed up artwork on this card over here. This one looks pretty cool. In fact, I thought this was new Monarch support when I saw this artwork. Anyways, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. If you control an Eldlich monster, activate one of these effects. Shuffle 3 of your banished Eldlixir spells / traps with different names into the deck. And if you do, destroy all cards on the field. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. But you're still also losing one Eldlich monster, but it might not be that big of a deal. The third effect is shuffle 3 of your banished Golden Land spells / traps into the deck. And if you do half your opponent's life points, then gain life points equal to the amount your opponent lost. I mean, you got that bazoo real fast, half your opponent's life points. That's pretty fast to go ahead and hit your opponent, and then you gain that amount. Ooh, that could be really nasty. I mean, obviously you get to search out a lot of the stuff, but it's not a golden, it's not an Eldlixir So I don't know. It's Gold Elixir or Eldlixir. What is it? Or Golden Land. I want to double check on this. That one's a gold. This one is searchable. So the Ever Glorious is searchable, but this one isn't because it's not a Golden Land. Okay. Because I was going to say, then why would anyone want to run more than one? You just half your opponent's life points, and then halving after that. It's just not as effective. Otherwise, the deck would actually be really, really consistent, just to be half your opponent's life points instantly, and you can maybe run a burn variant. And then lastly, I guess there's probably this is an announcement of reprint of the Unizombie. Wow, so this is looking to be pretty insane potentially, but again, if this card was searchable, this would be so much better, because I feel like because all of the cards start recycling themselves, where it's like you can banish this card and set another one, you could cycle through all of them fast, but since that card isn't searchable, I mean, in Cataville Ultimate, I don't think anyone's going to be interested in playing that, but there's a lot of crazy potential stuff, and it's all about having the Eldlich Golden Lord. I'm not actually sure about this, but this is something I do want to go ahead and check out really quick. What are the other Eldlich monsters? Oh, this is so new. We don't even have any, because this is a completely new archetype. I thought maybe there were some older ones that maybe I made a video on and totally forgot about. But judging by the artwork, I thought this was going to be a Monarch support. But it's a bunch of new golden zombies is what I'm going to call it, because they are all about the gold in the artwork. And it's kind of cool. I like the idea that they're getting like corrupted and turning into gold like statues or something, and they got like this gold armor. It's pretty cool. But anyways, let me know guys what you think of them down below. If you guys are new here and you do want to check out the gameplay, as soon as they get added into Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, we'll get you guys some gameplay here. So hit subscribe, drop a like on it, and you'll see some more very soon. If you guys want to send me in any replays of these, would love to see how this deck kind of performs at the end of the day, because I think it's kind of early on, but again, they have like one searchable negate card. I just want that half your opponent's life points. I mean, if you think about it, if you're halving your opponent's life points, you put them at 4K and then you're sitting at 12,000, you could finally activate Ancient Leaf, right? Which would be absolutely hilarious. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm signing out. Peace.